Well, Easter is all about those spring staples that usher in the best part of the season. But this morning, Chef Brandi Alexander is here to put her twist on those classics. She joins us here in the Charlie Wilson KitchenAid kitchen because we all love the basics, right? But they can get boring year after year, Brandi.
They do, and you know, we want great, delicious food on holidays. We don't want to spend the whole day in the kitchen, but we want to look like we did.
Absolutely.
You know?
First up, these deviled eggs, because girl, listen, I made all of your deviled eggs last year, so I cannot wait to see what you have this year.
Well, you know, you've got to have deviled eggs on Easter, but like you said, they can get a little boring. Yeah. We're going to make some bacon pimento cheese deviled eggs. Just a few extra ingredients. So we've boiled our eggs. We've got our yolks in here. I've just roughly smashed them with a fork.
Okay.
I'm going to add 1/3 of a block of Philadelphia cream cheese. I've got 1/3 of a cup of extra sharp cheddar. We're going to add in about 1/3 of a cup of mayo. And the full recipe to this is posted in a video online on chef.brandi on Instagram and TikTok.
Will this work for a dozen eggs or more?
Yes, this is a dozen eggs,
okay.
This recipe
so
here.
So you could double it if you have like more people.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're going to do 1/2 of a jar of drained pimento peppers. We've got about 2 tablespoons of sweet relish. And of course, you know, we've got to add some Kinders to blend to it. So we're going to do a couple teaspoons of that. And all we've got to do is mix that up.
Just enough to like with the pimentos and the relish, that gives it a little bit more kicked up flavor, I think, than just the
so much more
deviled
flavor.
eggs.
And if you use an electric mixer, we're not going to do that now, but that will make your filling so much smoother and creamier.
Okay.
Now we know that deviled eggs can be a little bit ugly, you know, they taste great, but they're ugly. Put your filling straight into an icing piping bag. I've just got a star tip here on the end.
Even
here,
easier,
I'll let you help me. I'll show you how to do these.
Okay.
We're going to do them just like we would a cupcake. You're just going to start from the bottom, squeeze in and twirl.
Okay.
Here, you want to try some of those?
I'm going to try this,
And then...
This is the cutest little tray, by the way.
Just to top it off, we've got some crushed bacon. We're going to sprinkle on the top.
Okay, I got to do a little work.
Oh,
what did you say? Start on the bottom?
Yep, start in the bottom and then just kind of twirl around and go up.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Yeah, and then, you know, the bacon's going to give it a little crunch, you know, so it's not just soft. And really, you know, we took a classic recipe. We added cheese to it. We added pimentos, cream cheese. We're just, you know, kicking the flavor up a notch, you know, giving something a little bit different.
And Brandi, too, I think by putting it into this piping, I feel like cleanup's going to be a lot easier, too.
It
right?
is. It's so much easier. And, you know, they look more appetizing. Now, if you don't have time, get a spoon. Slap it right in there. You know, it's going to taste the same, but
I feel like this is going to give it
if
that
you're
nice,
going to,
beautiful...
you know, a little extra, then what's a little bit extra more to make it look pretty?
Again, this looks so beautiful, and people are going to think you spent
hours and it takes
on it.
5 minutes. You know, after the boiling of the eggs, you've got 5 minutes.
Just like that.
And like I said, the bacon gives a super delicious crunch to it.
Done.
Okay, breakfast.
Breakfast. Because everybody wakes up and then they start wanting their, where's my Easter basket?
Where's the Easter basket?
You need to
There's
get
not
something
time for
in your belly first.
Maybe you're doing a brunch, you know. Okay, so we have got canned cinnamon rolls here.
Okay.
You want the off-brand. You don't want name brand or they won't unroll.
Even better.
I'm going to show you how to make these. All we're going to do is we're going to unroll it about halfway. Okay.
Okay.
Set him down on here.
Okay.
And you are just going to fold the part that you unrolled into the shape of a bunny ears.
Oh, look at that.
And pinch it right up against the roll.
Look at that.
Super simple.
Oh,
we're just going to unroll. We'll do one more so they can see on that.
I'm always looking for things that keep like teenagers and kids occupied too. They could certainly help with that, right? Look how cute that is.
Pop those in the oven. Now you want to bake these 10 degrees lower than the can says.
Is that typically what you do anyway with anything?
10 degrees lower than what the can says, and you're going to take them out 2 minutes earlier. When they come out, they're going to look like this, you know, perfect little bunnies. Now with the icing, what I like to do, you can use a little packet that comes with it, or you can take a can of regular cream cheese icing. I've microwaved this.
Okay.
So we're going to take this one that's finished.
Better?
It's going to give a thicker, whiter coat. You know, normally cinnamon roll icing you can see straight through. We want it to be white like a bunny. So
probably it'll taste nice and thicker too, right? Doesn't it have just more flavor to it? Because you're right, when you use from the package, it just kind of gushes off the side sometimes.
So you want to do a light layer of it. You're going to let it dry. It'll get whiter. And then you'll put one more layer on, and when they come out, they will look like this.
Right.
And then you can use any kind of little sprinkles you want. Like there's a little carrot there you can put on the side. I've got some pink icing, you know, to decorate the little ears. Your kids can do this.
Aww. Look at that.
This tray right here, my 3-year-old decorated most of these here.
That's adorable. Again, it's like something that I love. You can always tell your elementary school background, right? You can always tell, because not only are you learning about cooking and cooking easily, you're getting kids involved in the process. It gives something for them to do and to learn as well, right? They enjoy it and appreciate it. Appreciate the hard work that you're doing in the desserts.
Everyone loves desserts. This
From
is
cinnamon rolls to the most amazing cookies, you guys, I've ever just tried.
These are my Easter speckle cookies. They're delicious days and days later. So simple. So we've got 1 box of cake mix that we've dumped into this bowl. We're using lemon right now. We don't need to color the lemon ones. They're already yellow. All we're going to add to that is, and I'm going to let you start stirring, 2 eggs and 1/3 a cup of oil, vegetable oil. That is all the ingredients for the cookies. 2 eggs, 1/3 a cup of oil.
That's easy.
And you're going to stir that super good. Stir, stir, stir it.
Is there a particular brand of cake mix that you like? Because sometimes you're like, just get the off brand.
Honestly, with these, I've tried, you know, the Walmart brand. I've tried Pillsbury, Duncan Hines. There's not a huge discrepancy in flavor, honestly. So all we're going to do is get that into...
You're like, get in there, Claudia. Get in there.
You do. It's going to be kind of like a Play-Doh. You want it to be thick. It's not supposed to be loose like a cake. And then as soon as you get your dough mixed up, you're going to take a piece of the dough. Roll it into a ball. And if you want to, you can stick it in the fridge for about 5 minutes. It'll make it a little stiffer. We're going to dump it into our bowl of powdered sugar.
Hold on. I may have made this too big.
That is okay. They'll just cook longer. Toss it around in the powdered sugar and just throw it on your tray right like it is in the ball.
There you go. Just like that.
And when they come out,
that's cute.
They are speckled and colored with the powdered sugar. They're super soft and moist.
You made these a couple of days ago, didn't you?
Even days later, like they're super soft and moist. They don't dry out. The pink ones, I use strawberry cake mix. The blue and green ones are a white cake mix, and I just added coconut extract to them.
You were so clever.
And they're just soft and delicious.
The lemon ones, I haven't tried all of them, but I'm sure I'll make my way around. Unbelievable, unbelievable.
I can't keep these in the house.
Next up, we're going to do carrots before we leave, because I love carrots during Easter, but again, they can be kind of bland and boring.
Yes. And you know, Easter carrots, I feel like they go hand in hand, you know, with the Easter bunny. Now, rainbow carrots are absolutely gorgeous. There's also tons more nutrition in them. The more colors you have in your vegetables, the more vitamins and minerals you have. So your purple carrots have a lot more nutrition in them than, say, your white ones. So all we're going to do for our carrots, we're going to take and we're going to drizzle on either a little bit of olive oil, avocado oil, or canola oil. We're going to take. I love how you have these
sliced up too.
We're going to take. I'm going to let you put the fresh thyme on there. Fresh thyme goes amazing with carrots. And we're going to add some of Kinder's The Blend. It's a great base. It's got different salts, garlics, and peppers in it. We're going to give those a toss. All we have to do is put these in. We want them in a really high oven, a 440-degree oven. It's going to take about 15 to 20 minutes. You want to flip them once way through.
Look at that.
And they're beautifully caramelized. They've got lots of color on them. The different rainbow gives it a beautiful pop.
All of Brandi's videos are up on her TikTok and her Instagram right now. If you love this, go to those pages. Also, if you love what she does, great gift would be to have Brandi come into your home. She can cater a special event or host a cooking class. For more information, go to southern-flair.com or follow her on her pages on Instagram. It's chef.brandi. Always great to see you. I got to try all this stuff out now.